This is a help video to show you how to use our new tool, the table join. So I'm going to go ahead and walk you through. I'm going to double click and open up the table join. So what this tool does is if you have an Excel spreadsheet of locations, such as like parcel numbers, or even if you had a road name, you can then join that to see where all those are located on the map. So it's anticipated this is going to be a tool that's typically used by staff, but I'll walk through a couple different reasons for how this can be used, and one of them by the public. So for public, if I've got a spreadsheet of all the parcels in my district that I help manage, so in this case we'll look at the Clinton Water District. I'll go ahead and click Next. So I have to have a field in this spreadsheet, in this Excel column, for my parcel number. And then I'm going to join it to the parcel layer. Notice that I can join to any layer, but parcels is default because that's probably what most people are going to look for. And the layer in the layer, that is called the parcel number field. And if I want to label, I can label anything that's in that spreadsheet. I'm not going to worry about that because I just want to see where all these parcels are located. And I'll go ahead and call that Clinton Water District and click Next. And you can see now on the map here, I've got this is showing where the Clinton Water District parcels are that I have. So a good way of checking this is I also have a tax district boundary. I'll go ahead and turn that on, and then let's look at how to see the water districts. Alright, so now I'm looking at those two layers. Remember, this is our transparency slider. So I can see it looks like I have all of them. If I didn't, I'd be able to see what I'm missing. So it looks like here I've got a partial parcel boundary. But it looks like this is outside of the district. Those sorts of things you can actually see, where this is actually at. So if you want to see what that spreadsheet looks like, we'll go ahead and just open that up real quick. And you can see I've got my parcel number field, and that's what I joined to in the map. But this is just a spreadsheet. So that's basically how it works. Let's do one more example. Let's go back to my table join, and now this would be more of a staff purpose. So I'm going to look at a really large spreadsheet where in the assessor's office database I have views that are considered expansive views. So this is a really large spreadsheet. And the column I'm going to look for is my GeoID, but notice these are all the columns that are in that spreadsheet. So it can be a big spreadsheet. Again, I'm going to join to the parcel layer, and the field I'm going to join on is parcel number. Notice these are different. It's just basically the idea. It's going to be looking for that number, that parcel number that starts with an R or an S. And again, I'm not going to label it, but I'm going to call this view expansive and click Next. And this is a pretty large spreadsheet, so it might take a little bit to load. But you'll notice that my Clinton Water District will just go away. So these are being able to view what's on the spreadsheet, but unless I export it to a shapefile, I'm not going to actually be able to come back to see what that looks like. This is really just for doing a little bit of quick analysis. Okay, so now I've got my view expansive. I still have my water district on. Now you can see these are all those parcels that have a view expansive, which is apparently an open panoramic. And I'll turn back my spreadsheet, or turn back that transparency on, and if I click on it, I can actually see the attributes that are in that table. So it's not formatted very well because it's, we're just doing this live, but you can see these are all the fields that I actually have in that spreadsheet. So a pretty large spreadsheet can actually be joined to the map. If I wanted to export this as a shapefile, if I wanted to just maybe do part of it, this is going to work just like anything else. I'll go ahead and make a rectangle around them, and from here I can export shapefile. So you are going to be limited to 1,000 here. So I'd probably want to go to a specific area to do this. And now I've got 252. Again, I can go export to shapefile, and then I can load that shapefile, or I can send that shapefile to somebody else to view. So kind of a cool tool to use. Not horribly difficult, but this is actually a pretty big GIS analysis that you're now able to use just using the GeoCortex map. So thanks for watching. Hope it helps.